Go.
Hello, Dr. Dauphin. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. Okay. Today we are doing an interview with you for our Intercultural Communication project. Is that okay with you?
That's fine with me.
Great. So I have some verbal and nonverbal communication questions for you to answer. And the first question is, what are some nonverbal greetings in Sierra Leone that are different from the United States?
I mean, there's not much non-verbal greeting that is different from the United States because the city, we came from the city. Like everything that we do here in the States, we do over there. Like the high fives, the handshakes, and the bombs and everything. So everything is the same pretty much.
Cool. Okay, next question. How does your culture view personal space, and how would you deal with a foreign business person if they invaded your personal space?
Okay. That's two set of questions right there. First of all, personal space. Personally, we came from the communal culture. The communal culture in which is a close-knit culture. You have extended families living together, and personal space is not a big deal. However, the older you are, right, the more personal space you receive, or they offer you. As it relates to businesses, especially foreign businesses, right? As somebody from another country, people are suspicious to an extent, right? So they tend to give you some space. They expect you for you to give them some space. They will give you some space until they get to know you. Right? So then once they get to know you, you realize that, there is no personal space. Basically, you see two friends holding hands in the street. That doesn't mean they are gay. Right? So it's just,
So are you saying if you have a foreign business partner that comes over to Sierra Leone to conduct business, eventually they're going to give you that personal space, and if they get, a friendship is formed, then, yeah. Okay.
Then that means trust.
Okay. Next question. Is eye contact appropriate or inappropriate when doing business?
Well, in Sierra Leone, eye contact is usually too much. Eye contact is considered disrespectful. That's just a culture, right? Especially if you're dealing with somebody that is older than you or is senior for you. Whereas in the United States, it's different. In the United States, if you don't look somebody in the eye, they assume you're hiding something, or you have something that you don't want to disclose. So that's a great difference between Sierra Leone and the United States.
Was it hard for you to adapt to having to look someone in the eye when you came over to the United States?
That's a great question. Yes, that's right. Even right now, I've been in the United States for 20 years. Right. If I'm talking to somebody that is older than I am, and sometimes I have to force myself. Sometimes I overdo it. So people won't perceive me of hiding something. Because I have these of two minds. Like one mind is telling me that okay, well, this person is older than me, right? I'm not supposed to look him or her directly, and the other side is telling me that okay, well, I'm in the United States, right? This is the culture. I don't want them to think that I'm hiding something.
Right. So how is it for you if you have someone who's younger than you to look them in the eye now?
Oh no, now I don't have problem with that because I know the country in which I live, and I think I've adapted enough for me to understand that they are not being disrespectful.
Right.
That's the way things work here.
Okay. Does age matter in doing business? If so, how?
Age doesn't matter in doing business inside. As long as the individual that is doing the business is competent and productive, respectful, but respect matters, right? Because if a younger individual doing business with the older individual expects the younger person to at least afford him or her some level of respect, right? But that doesn't mean that the younger individual is incompetent. It's just a form of courtesy. I think probably even in the States, I mean, it's about the same thing. You know, if you're doing business with somebody that at least you're following the little bit of respect and courtesy.
Okay. Does an individual posture indicate how they conduct business? If so, what kind of business posture do you expect for a person to maintain?
Posture. Well, posturing is not that much of is insignificant. It's insignificant inside. It doesn't matter how you sit or how you stand. Or, you know, I mean, you're not going to go and, you know, but as long as it's normal, your posture is normal, and because people are comfortable in different postures.
So in a business meeting in Sierra Leone, if you have someone in that meeting that's slouching over or, you know, have their head down, what does that indicate to you?
Well, I mean, it depends, because slouching down, sometimes that's the way people concentrate. Some people don't concentrate by looking at you. Some people have to turn their eyes. Even me, if I want to listen, I want to learn something, I have to focus on something else. You know, that's the only way I grasp things. So I mean, posture is not that much of a big deal. But I observe that in the States is a big deal, because they think that, okay, well, probably he's not interested in what I'm saying, or he's not paying attention. Or, you know, some people even here in the States, right? If you are doing business with them, you are talking to them, right? They will be writing, doodling or writing something. That doesn't mean that they're not listening, right? It's just that that's the way they focus more, right? And here in the States, what I observe is they force people from being themselves, right? I mean, they want you to adapt to the conventional way of doing things, and I think that is a disservice to people to an extent.
Okay. And last question I have for you: in a business in Sierra Leone, what is the most appropriate form of communication to use, or language?
The most appropriate language is, if you are from Sierra Leone, if you speak Creole, it's Creole. Right? If even you are an American or Brit, if you can speak Creole, I would suggest you speak Creole, because the people over there will identify more with you. Right? If you can't speak Creole, English is fine, because English is an official language in Sierra Leone. I mean, we don't speak French. It's either Creole. Creole is broken English. It's like patois, broken form of English. So English is fine, and Creole, but I mean, it depends on who you're doing business with. If you're doing business with somebody from a tribe that doesn't speak English, then you have to find somebody that speaks that tribe to translate.
Okay, that's all the questions I have for the verbal and nonverbal communication and age difference. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.